Have you ever wondered why you're stuck in the same cycles over and over? Either that relations, money, some kind of specific situation even. Stay with me. I will dive deeper into this topic. Hello, welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Dr. Solomiia, and I'm here to talk about mindset, mind, and all related to that kind of topic. Since I'm a doctor psychiatrist, this topic is one of my favorites because I see how our mind actually can keep us just stuck, not only in similar relations, similar situations through life, but a lot of other things in between. I like to talk about faith here because I feel like God can change so many things just like that, and it's very important to realize it too. So let's see, you're here, your cycle of repeating things. Either it's toxic relations, either it's some kind of financial issues, or just maybe some kind of uncomfortable situation that you keep seeing in your life popping up. Like, I don't know, maybe you would just keep losing jobs and keep getting new ones and losing your job again. Anything that you see keep repeating over and over again, well, big chances that you might be either in this cycle or you might be in a triangle. If it's about relations for you, you're most likely here. And if it's something different, that might be just this kind of cycle. Why we are even talking about this? Let me explain quickly. I'm gonna dive deeper into each of them into separate videos. If you are stuck in toxic relations, abusive relations, whatever, something that you see is repeating and it's about relations, most likely is that you might be the victim and that the other person is either aggressor or the rescuer. That's how the triangle works. I was stuck in this for 3 years. It's been a journey. It was so hard to break through. Just to escape the triangle was hard itself, but then to understand that I don't want this to happen anymore with me in my life. I want healthy, good relations. And if we want healthy, good relations, we don't need that, right? We better have this. Now, there is a way to break free. And in the first place, why you're here is most likely, or here, it's most likely that there were some kind of deeper inner wounds inside of you, or some kind of situations in your childhood that brought you here. Let's just pretend you're a nice smile. Here, it comes to here, because unfortunately that's how our mind works. It remembers everything from a childhood in a very specific way, where it gather all that information, right? We have our sympathetic system, we have our parasympathetic system, and we have amygdala, which just kind of, in some ways, if to be honest, it keeps us stuck in toxic relations and some toxic cycles, because not because it is so bad, but because if you learn somehow through your childhood that some kind of stressful, dangerous situations like toxic relations where you get all these highs and then all these lows and all this craziness and drama, if you learn through your childhood that this is the way to go, most likely is that, first of all, you will be blocking good, healthy relations. And second of all, it's not your fault again. I will tell you how to actually break free. Don't forget to subscribe for that. My phone got a little bit overheated, so here we are. Your amygdala is probably more on the side of these cycles. For a simple reason. It learned such things through your childhood, through different your experiences. If you had like narcissistic parents, one or both, if one of your parents was like emotionally disconnected from you, If you had some kind of physical abuse, some kind of trauma, all those things in that direction. Basically, all that information your brain like collected through your childhood, and now it uses that memory to kind of build your adult life. So now when you have some kind of situation coming up, some kind of task to do, what it does, your amygdala is helps you to choose. Yes, devil don't want me to write this video and break you free. I tell you, it's been third try to record this. Your amygdala is on your side a lot because it just wants you to be safe. And it pushes you towards staying here and here because it thinks that's the best, safest, easiest, most comfortable option for you. But it doesn't know that it's good or bad. Like in this scenario, we are most likely talking about something more like a bad thing, right? Like, I don't know, some financial issues, this relationship issues. It doesn't know it's good or bad for you. Like I mentioned before, if you had some kind of childhood trauma, your inner child is wounded, you didn't heal it yet, or you tried to heal it, it didn't work. You know, those situations will keep popping up here, wherever you are. It doesn't matter because I believe that God can heal you and it can happen on an instance, you know, like this. Just, I saw that happening. I saw people start reading Bible on a daily basis. I highly recommend to do this every day, especially starting from a New Testament. You will see your life change because there is just like the truths and the hidden gems and, you know, this advice, and it basically just speaks to you. And I've seen people heal a lot mentally. I see people healed physically with their body, and just, you know, guys, Jesus Christ is our savior, like our good father, like we want for our kids. He just wants the best for us. So there is a way out, and that is the best way I recommend to you. But get back to the topic here. Our nervous system is built like that because when we are kids, we don't question, you know, authorities. We don't question our teachers, our parents that much. We just absorb it, and then a lot of things, a lot of patterns, it just goes into our subconscious mind. And it's sometimes really, really hard to even know that we have those patterns, that we have these limiting things here, that you have these deep inner wounds inside of you because you had narcissistic parents or something. But many times then it leads to this repeatable cycles and keeps us stuck, right? If you're here or here, I'm here to tell you it's not forever. You will get unstuck. Trust me, it's possible. It requires a little bit of understanding and a little bit of work. Here, I painted like an inner child. You are here, right? But here, where you were a little child, you didn't question things. You had to be taken care of. That's absolutely normal. That's why it happened, and that's okay. But now, let's move into our adult self. Since we're here, we can move further from that little child, and we can take responsibilities for our stations, our our life. We can take care of ourselves, hopefully, and all of those things. We can see it from a different perspective now, and we can go back through those memories, go back through that past things, past hurts, understand what was happening, and rewire our brain to believe something different. So our nervous system, so our amygdala, doesn't just try to sabotage our dreams, our, you know, good relations, our, you know, good finances or anything, basically, but it helps to support us and work on us, right? Because we know about neuroplasticity, that our brain is like this mold in a way, and we can change things. If we are here now, it doesn't mean we will be here forever. We can work on that, right? We'll work on that more on next video, so don't forget to subscribe to see more. I want to mention that once you start to be more aware, once you start to go back and understand some of the things that, you know, maybe some childhood traumas, past hurts, or just even some kind of limiting beliefs that were forced into you through your family. Like I was trying to tell you the story, but it didn't record, unfortunately. Like my grandma, she would come to us and be like, oh, you guys would be broke. And we were like, why? And she's like, oh, because you buy so many pockets for groceries. And we were like, what? This just doesn't make sense, right? For like, this just doesn't have any logic. But that was her logic. That was her belief. And if I would keep believing what she believes, right? Because I was little, I maybe didn't filter it. Somehow I was able to filter that, surprisingly. If I wouldn't filter that, till this day, I would be like afraid or anxious, even maybe to go to the supermarket to buy groceries, right? Because I would be like, oh, what if I buy these bags? Oh, what if I forget the bags and I have to pay money for them? Oh, what if I become broke because of that, right? So I would be maybe broke if I would keep believing that, if I would, just keep that deep inside of me and don't filter that, never work with those things, that will probably how my life would continue to be or become. Even if it wasn't like that before, it might have just changed and be this way. Because sometimes some things just pop up inside of our brain, some thoughts. That's why it's so important to track your thoughts. If you can track your thoughts, you will start to be controlling your reality here pretty soon, and you will start to change your life really, really fast. For the sake of this video, I want to say that the best and the first step for here is to just say thank you for all that you had before, even if it's painful. I know it's the hardest when it's painful, when it's a painful situation. Just be grateful, okay? I know like some people just had it really hard with like drug addicted parents, or even one of the parents was like alcoholic. It's really hard stuff. Some people had it way harder even. Let's look at the positive. We are alive here since you're watching this, right? So let's be grateful for that. You found this video, so now you will know and you will have all the keys to change that, live your best life. Just go through those little memories, little things, and become more aware. It will be your first step. I will tell you more things what to do in next videos. Just be grateful, okay? The moment you are more grateful, everything will change too. You can just write a letter to your parents. I described it more in my book. There is so many techniques that I will give you next time. Let's just start with small things. Okay, see you next time. Bye.